Hello, Ali Duzette here, and I had a request to make a 7-minute video about the astrological events corresponding with the announcement about the mandate that came out yesterday. So I thought, okay, I won't prepare anything ahead of time. We're just gonna pull up this thing and take a look. So here we go. Okay, this is AstroGold, which is the software that I use for running star charts. And right here, you can see that I pulled up the Biden announcement. And I'm treating it as a natal chart, as like a birthday of this announcement. So that is what we're looking at here. I timed it at 5:11 p.m. Washington, D.C. 5:11, yeah, so that was yesterday. And so this is what we have to take a look at. Okay, and I'm gonna wrap it up in 6 minutes, guys. I'm timing myself. Okay, so the first thing to notice is the sun. Okay, this is the sun right here at 17 degrees Virgo, and Virgo is known as the nurse of the zodiac. Okay, she is all about health, health, health. And interestingly enough, this right here, which it looks like the caduceus, right? The two snakes are on the staff. That is the symbol for the asteroid known as Hygeia. And Hygeia is also all about hygiene and health. And I always compare it to the energy of like flossing twice a day. Hygeia is all about like those tiny, like daily exercise, toothbrushing, showering, like the hygiene stuff. That's why she's called Hygeia. So of course this mandate came out when the sun is in the sign of it's time to look at our health, and Hygeia is all about all the stuff that you do to take care of your health. Now, interestingly, over here, this is Mars right here, also in Virgo. And, let's check out a grid. Cha-ching. Okay. So Mars is not conjunct. Oh, no, it is conjunct the sun. It is considered to be in conjunction with the sun, even though it's 9 degrees away, right? So here we have 17 degrees and 26 degrees, but the sun's orb is 10 degrees. So it will count as a stellium here. And a stellium is when you have three planets or asteroids or points all right next to each other, all within orb of each other. So they all really impact each other and they all give each other a different flavor. So this isn't just the sun, it's the sun plus Hygeia plus Mars. And so that's all going on. Mars is the fighter. Mars picks a fight. Mars jumps in without thinking. It doesn't think about things first. So this is a really interesting energy. The sun represents our identity. So as we're looking at what happened yesterday with this mandate, the first thing you always look at is the sun. And we have some interesting messages here about health and taking rash action and causing combative action around the issue of health. Now, this red line right here is called an opposition. Okay, they are opposing. So you can see that the sun and this conjunction right here and this whole stellium right here, yeah, even Mars is counting as being in opposition to what down here? We have Neptune and we have Pallas Athena. So Pallas is kind of like the thinker asteroid. In this context, you might think of her as like the conspiracy theorist, but also like the scientist. Okay, so here we have science, here we have the conspiracies. And right here we have Neptune. And Neptune is all about illusions. Okay, when things involve Neptune, you just can't be sure you're getting what you think you're getting. Is it an illusion or is it reality? That's the question of Neptune. And Neptune rules Pisces, which is this this shape of two kind of like C's connected by this link. It's two fish. So that's why it looks that way. And so these two fish are representing Pisces. So here we have double energy, the double whammy of this might not be like what it looks like. Okay, we're seeing something more here that we might not understand. This what you see is not what you get. Okay. And so the interesting thing about astrology, of course, is that it can really go, I mean, people interpret it how they want to interpret it, right? So one story I always tell is this astrology teacher I went to who saw a configuration in the 7th house for somebody's solar return. Every day on your birthday, you get a new chart for your year, and it's just for your year, and it tells you the flavor of your year. And she saw this, and this lady's divorced, and she was like, this means divorce. And I looked at it and I thought, this looks like rebirth, like, and rebirth can be divorce, and rebirth can be like a rebirth of your marriage. So I don't think it's appropriate to say exactly what this necessarily means. So when we're looking at this and seeing, you know, the scientist versus the conspiracy theorist with Pallas, Athena, and then Neptune.
House on.
I did not, but you need to wait because I'm doing a video. Sorry, that's my 3-year-old. So what we just need to be aware of is that on both sides of the aisle, the people that are saying, I'm all about science, or the people that are saying like, this is, you know, there's more going on. There is more going on both sides of things. And that is that Neptune coupled with that Pallas Athena, and all in opposition to the sun. So there's going to be a lot of conflict between what is going on in this combative sun energy with that Mars and Hygeia versus
Mom, I want honeycomb in there.
Okay, I can get it for you in a minute. Go wait in the kitchen.
I don't want it.
Sorry, guys. Versus Neptune, the illusionist. Yeah, so one more thing that I wanted to check really fast. Oh my gosh, I'm running out of time. Honey, I have 1 minute, so I need you to go and play. Hey, Nathaniel, can you get her some cereal, please? Sorry, guys. We're going to add in 2 charts, and we're adding in America's birthday. Excuse me. So on the inside, we have the announcement yesterday, and on the outside, we have America's birthday. So that moment that America was signed into being with the signing of the Declaration of Independence. And as you can see, we're coming up really close on this Pluto return, hence the Pluto return video from earlier. And right here, this is the thing that really stood out to me yesterday, was that Saturn there in the first house during the announcement is really in a tight conjunction with the South Node for America as a whole. So what we're really seeing is some karma and some consequences, some baggage here. The South Node can deal with everything that we should not be. I mean, the South Node comes with your baggage, your pre-Earth baggage, all of the stuff that you need to work through in your life. That is that. And here we have Saturn. Saturn is called the Lord of Karma, and Saturn makes you face the consequences. And so I think we can see very clearly on the 2 sides of the aisle, we have people saying, this is the consequence of not vaccinating. You have to get vaccinated. If you won't choose it, then we're going to force it into you. Okay. And then on the other hand, you have people saying, this is the consequence of what happens when, you know, a whole nation kind of abdicates its responsibility in protecting freedom. Then we end up with somebody that's like tyrannically trying to violate people's bodily autonomy. So you can see that it can be interpreted both ways. You know, Aquarius is all about independence and kind of marching to the beat of your own drum. And so you can see with this karmic baggage here, are we seeing the outcome of people marching to the beat of their own drum in terms of they're so evil they won't get this harmless vaccine, and now we're going to all have to pay the price for it? Or is the problem that we've all been marching to our own drum and we've been ignoring what's been going on in the nation's capital? And now, you know, are we looking at a tyrannical government? And so, you know, I obviously have my own opinions about that, but I just want to say that you can really interpret it either way. And I've gone over my time, so I'm done now. But that is just a little quick snapshot of what was going on, astrologically speaking, when Biden made that announcement. Oh, and one more thing, look at this Neptune up here in Virgo at 22 degrees, conjunct that Hygeia and that Sun and that Mars, adding to that stellium. This is America's birth Neptune placement. So that just adds again to that that sense of illusion, and we are not getting what it looks like we're getting. Whatever we think is going on, there is more to this story right now. See that Neptune at 22 degrees is in a complete opposition to the current Neptune. So anyway, okay, I'm really gonna go now. This was longer than 7 minutes and I'm sorry, but I hope that you have a really good day. Bye.